Shalom, Rabbi.
Hey, Rabbi.
Rabbi, amazing. You see how many followers we have? Last week, remember we announced whoever wants to sponsor anything. We said Jews by Julie already we have in the yeshiva. But now treats by Sia.
Wow.
Our very own Sia Shemayev.
Thank you very much.
Right, look what she said. She wrote over here, Vayelekhu, Shenehem, Yahdav, honey muffins, Oreo cookies, chocolate cookies. Rabbi, I don't know about you, but
as if we didn't eat enough on the holidays.
I'm taking it home, okay?
It's all yours, taking it home for Shabbat. You're the star of the show.
Yeah, thank you. Perashat Vayelekh. So I'd like to speak about really what's upon us, Yom Kippur.
Yeah.
You know, Yom Kippur is very easy to make excuses. You know, I know I have to do Shuvah, but you know, it's not really my fault. People coerced me, people pushed me against the wall. Everybody likes to put the onus on somebody else. Nobody likes to take responsibility. I once said a mashal. It's a beautiful mashal, a story. There was a CEO of a failing company. And they decided to fire him and get somebody else. And as the new CEO was coming in, the old CEO hands the new CEO 3 envelopes, and he says, "Whenever you're in, you're in a pickle, start opening the envelopes and see what it says to do."
How quickly did it take him to open the envelopes?
Yeah. So look what happened. So the new CEO comes in and he sees that business is failing, is not really doing so well. So he opens the first envelope, and the first envelope says, fire the accountant. Say it's the accountant's fault. He doesn't know how to do the numbers. Okay, so he fires the accountant. Things pick back up, but then again, 6 months later, it goes back down. Opens the second envelope. Second envelope says the workers are horrible. You're doing a great job. The workers are horrible. Get new workers. So he does that. Picks back up. 6 months later, again, he says only 1 envelope left. He opens up the last envelope and it says, prepare 3 new envelopes for the new CEO. Nobody likes to take the responsibility. And I think it all stems from Adam HaRishon. Hashem told Adam HaRishon, why did you eat him the Etzadat? Aisha, it's not my fault. And I think it's time for us to wake up and say, it wasn't anybody else, not any external reasons. I am the one who sinned. As it says, Modeh doesn't only mean that I sinned. Modeh means that I sinned, nobody else. It wasn't anybody's fault. I think that's the message. Yeah, take responsibility for everything in life.
Right.
Never say, little kids, say, why'd you do that? No, I didn't do it. My brother did it, or my sister did it. We have to graduate. We can't be little kids anymore. We have to say, our fault.
Yeah, it's almost like the Torah is trying to show us that this is natural from Adam HaRishon. It's 100%. A natural human thing. And recognizing that, I think, helps us to say, well, that's what the Torah is all about. It's recognizing what your natural state is and elevating yourself above that. And saying that I'm not going to succumb to the normal, natural human reactions to different kinds of things. You have to step it up
100%.
And take that responsibility. Adam HaRishon represents human beings, and his reaction is a normal human response to blame, which we have to get over. That's our avodah during this time.
I'm reminded of the Gemara that says that, look at Shaul HaMelech.
Yeah.
We can't say he sinned, but so to speak, he sinned 1 time and he was stripped with Malchut. David HaMelech sinned 2 times and he wasn't. So Shaul HaMelech's sin, so to speak, was Amalek.
Yeah.
David HaMelech's sin was Batsheva, and he counted Am Yisrael.
Yeah.
Okay? But yet he saw David HaMelech said Havekam. What's the difference?
Yeah.
David HaMelech said Hatati. When Shimon HaLevi comes to Shaul and he says, what'd you do? He says, no. I left them because the nation wanted to bring them as korbanot. Right. When Hashem tells you to do something, you don't send the responsibility to somebody else.
Right.
It could have been that if Shaul HaMelech would have said Hatati, he might have said Melech. What are we going to do with David HaMelech? Okay, that's something else. But but David HaMelech says right away. He didn't say Batsheva, like the Gemara says, was destined to me from the beginning, and Uriah went to war. He said Hatati.
Yeah, and not only verbally, he also takes all of the punishments that are coming with responsibility, with dignity. With dignity, he says, "These I deserve it. I'm willing to take it." And with the counting, like you mentioned, when 3 options of disaster that would fall because of his avon, he tries to choose the option that falls on him the most. Like that's taking responsibility. I'm not going to let anyone else take the blame or the punishment or the fault for what I did wrong, which is the greatness of David HaMelech.
Yeah. So I think if we were to go back to Adam HaRishon, I think more than Adam HaRishon's sin of eating or whatever that means. How could Hashem, decree mitah for just eating whatever the fruit was? I think more than the eating was the not being able to confess and say, I'm sorry.
Right.
We don't see that Adam said sorry at all.
Right. Avoidance. avoidance and blame.
Adam only did teshuvah after Cain did teshuvah. So he couldn't get himself to say, it was me. It was my fault.
Right. Yeah, Rabbi. I think that this is the avodah, and I think that this is contagious. I think it's contagious. When a person is verbally expressive of their mistakes and takes responsibility, I think that other people follow that. Like you're saying with Cain, or Cain took, and then Adam Harishon, that I think that's a real phenomenon.
That's a leader.
Yes. The leaders have to be the ones that take the most responsibility so that the others around them watch them and see them and say, okay, if she was able to admit and take, so why shouldn't I be able to?
You know, there's I think it's in Perashat Vayelekh, it says Asher Nasi Yeheta. When the Nasi of the Am Yeheta. So the Gemara is doreshet on the word Asher, Ashrei. Ashrei Nasi Yeheta. Fortunate is the Nasi that messes up. Fortunate is that when he messes up, he says, I messed up.
Wow.
He's able to get himself to come to that realization, it was my fault.
Yes, not only for his own benefit, for the benefit of everyone else, everyone else that watches in that model. Bezat Hashem Sheniskeh, that we are able to, I think that you're right, Rabbi. I think that's the avodah, to take responsibility and to own up to what it is. I think that's the first step, if not the major leap.
Correct.
The major leap of these days. Bezat Hashem Sheniskeh, Lasot Tshuva Shelema, Bezat Hashem Nizkeh Shana Tova U'Metuka, Tizkor Shinim Rabot, Rabbi.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom, Rabbi.